I'm Claire Cooley. This is the Creativity Show. Thanks for being here. Today I'm going to continue working on the 4 seasons in front of the camera, the scroll paintings that are going to be used along with these kimonos for winter, spring, summer, and autumn. They are going to be worn during the spoken word part that turns into music, that turns into choreography for the movement dance, skate dance part. But today it's the set part, creating the 4 seasons set. These scroll paintings that I'm going to do the next level of in front of the camera are also, well, they're going to be used as art in the house here in the Emerald Lady, but they're also prototypes on the way to doing the floor to ceiling set pieces. The first one that I did as a test, this idea of combining the 4 seasons into one performance piece called The Essence of Everything. So each season has an element, a primary color, a metal, a botanical, an animal, and then there in the spoken word, music, dance part, there will be also attributes that go with each season, moods, feelings. But today it's going to be adding a moon to winter, rain to spring, a rainbow in the sun to summer, and lightning to autumn. Autumn's element is fire, so the lightning ignites a fire in the maple grove, and summer is all about earth, and spring water. Winter air, so winter is blue and silver, the metal and primary colors. Spring is green and bronze, the primary color in metal. Summer is gold and yellow. Autumn is copper and red. So the elements, the primary colors, the metals, and the times of day and different sky situations. So here we have the 4 seasons, and we have basically winter is going to be a night scene, and then spring is going to have rain. Go ahead and I'm going to add rain, added clouds yesterday, so it will be like dawn rain, and then summer will have a rainbow in midday, and autumn will be dusk and lightning. So let's start with the rainbow for summer. So we take this down and bring it over to the table. And I have this cord with a heavy clip to keep it from sliding off the table, which is at a slight slant, so that I can work on it and the camera can see it. So I'll get my doing art, so I don't smear the art, gloves on, fingerless, so I have some dexterity. And we're going to start with the rainbow because it's full of color. So rainbows are red, orange, yellow. There's 2 different kinds of yellow here. Green, blue, and purple or indigo. So let's start here and let's put this here so the pencils do not roll off the table. That was a real good idea. So the dish rolls off, but not the pencils. Okay, so let's start with a very soft red. And when I do art, I try to be delicate and incremental instead of heavy and regret. Stay light. Okay, and now we're going to go for some of the orange. And then we're going to go, I'm going to go for the brighter yellow. We could always make these colors more intense later if we choose. So we're going to start soft, and as we've all experienced real rainbows in nature, they have their own intensity or faintness. They can disappear at one end or the other, but sometimes they're a full rainbow, which we're going for here with the green. The blue. And then the lavender, indigo, sometimes people call that end of the spectrum. Okay, so that's pretty nice, if I do say so ourselves. Nature's always my inspiration. And who doesn't love a rainbow? I'm going to give this end a little more of the lavender. And then I'm going to leave that alone. And now I'm going to put in kind of a midday sun. I'm wearing this fancy outfit that I have stenciled with maple leaves, because there's the maple leaves in the autumn piece. And I'm celebrating that I just reached 500 YouTube subscribers, so I felt like celebrating with a give myself an acknowledgement, which we all need to do. It's always good if we can acknowledge ourselves, because other people don't necessarily figure out what we need or have the capacity, the bandwidth to give it to us. So especially if we're creatives, we need to keep, everybody needs to keep going, whatever their life, work, ambitions are. So being able to acknowledge ourselves, celebrate even our minor accomplishments. It's a minor milestone, but it's a big deal to me, because as I've often called myself the friendly recluse, I'm a contemplative. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. I'm an omnivert, which is a combination of the two. I've always been an artist. Creativity has been my source of joy and solace and comfort and serenity from the very beginning. So it is, you know, we can collaborate with others, but creativity is mostly done in solitude. And I am a contemplative, it is my nature. But in my solitude, which I've always had a lot of in my life, I'm always thinking about what makes people happy. And since I'm just a person like everybody else who's a person, what makes me happy is creating and sharing. It is what fulfills me. So that's why I share it, is because it's my source of happiness. And I'm getting a silver out of my pencils for the moon. So we're putting moon in the winter one, and I noticed that I need, well, I'll just try to keep my hand up, or maybe I'll turn my, I think it has a little color in it, so I need a paper towel. Underneath the cabinet there in the center is my tray that has the paper towels on it. Whatever's easier. And just a piece of paper, that'll work perfect. Thank you so much. So, okay, here we go with the moon. It's a full moon, a big full moon. It is my belief that we can all benefit by being more comfortable to access our own imaginations, to solve problems, to heal ourselves, to enhance our lives, to make gifts for other people, to contribute something other people can appreciate, solve problems. The world needs problem solvers. So creativity is a way we can express our imaginations and work on the issues in the world, in our lives, private lives, community, relationships, or the world at large. So there's a little bit of a moon there, and I like, as I repeat often, I go incrementally, bit by bit, so I don't do more, get heavy, and feel regret that I went too far. I'd rather go slowly, enjoy the process, not rush it. So now we're going to do let's do the lightning next. And that's going to be paint. I often mix medias. So this is acrylic paints. There might be some inks in it by the time it's done. There's colored pencils, graphite pencil. So I use whatever mediums tells the story I want to tell. And this is the story of the 4 seasons and their different attributes. So now we're going to get some white acrylic paint. And I'm going to stand on this side so you can see better. Get my hair out of the way. Here's the main bolt. We will come all the way down to the earth. It grounds it. The electric bolt seeks grounding. And that's how it can ignite a fire, which is the element we're using to depict autumn transformation. On the way down to the earth, where it ignites a maple tree. And I've already put the teeniest little burst of fire and some smoke clouds in there. And basically what I did here was just take some graphite pencil and go outside, leaving the white lightning inside. So I just colored outside the lightning with the graphite pencil. To depict the path of the lightning. And when this is dry, I can choose to go back and add some graphite outside the lightning. Yes.
Joni B said, congratulations on reaching 500 subs, Claire. First 500 of many.
Thank you so, so much, Joni. It always feels great to know you're here with me in these virtual visits, and it is a milestone. And so now we're going to do some and I admit with no shame that I do want to help many with what I have. We all have something beautiful, meaningful, purposeful to share, and the joy, peace, stepping into the flow of creativity gives me the healing attributes of expressing my emotions creatively is something that, well, ever since my 20s, what I was asked to teach, and wrote my own curriculum called Dancing into the Arts because I love all the arts. I love to move, I love sound, I love word, I love visual. And I'm so grateful that my son, Bodhi, who's assisting me now, asked me to work with him and named us Mother Son Productions because his favorite #1 art form, movie making, storytelling, can combine all of the art forms. So I'm grateful to be learning as we go. This new challenging art form of sharing creativity and attitudes that enhance our lives through video, movie making. It's an honor and exciting and sometimes intimidating. It's hard for, well, most people to get in front of a camera. Well, I have to face a lot of fear to do it, but it's worth it, and I'm proud of myself. So I'm proud that the friendly recluse that I am, stepped out of the cave of inner contemplation in front of the camera and reached my first 500 woohoo subscribers on YouTube. And it does make me happy to think that I came up very tough, very poor family with lots of challenges, and that's why I wrote my memoir, because many people asked me to. And Incandescence Rising Above Darkness is, we published ourselves, ebook, print versions, color, 68 pieces of art in it, because creativity and helped me get through lots of adversity, and that's what I want to share and encourage others to use their creative flow and healthy, respectful expression of emotions creatively to get through their tough stuff. So now I'm going to put in some white in the waterfall. It's hard for any of us to speak up, especially women, and especially mature women, because the sexism and ageism in the world tells us. I heard a woman recently say, women are invisible after 50, and we hear all the time that Hollywood says, I don't want to see anyone. I've heard 40, I've heard 30, I've heard 25, I've even heard 18. So they want to see women past those ages in front of a camera, which is ridiculous, wrong. Why should we stop sharing what we have to give when we have the most to give? The longer we live, the more we process, the more experience, wisdom, knowledge, skills we have. So the older we get, the more we should share it, not the less. So I'm doing my part to not just become invisible because people are confused in the world, and sexism says, women are supposed to be this or that. Well, no, women can be anything they want to be. So these little raindrops won't really show until I put the dark pencil, but around them.
Your sleeve in the white paint?
No, because the white paint's over there, but thank you. So we can't really see these until we're on this grayer, so I'm going to put some more gray in there before I take that any further. But while I'm here, this is too solid, so I'm just going to add some reflecting areas in this bronze iris to give it some curves instead of this flat look. That this was done with a stencil, so was this one, but we can use pencils, paints, inks, bless you, to put in highlights and curves and shadows or whatever we want, and it looks more natural, like in Thank you, Bodhi. So Bodhi's YouTube channel is Bodhi the Movie Maker. His Patreon, his book, and his videos about using technology to tell our stories. His book, Northport, 1999, is a sci-fi thriller, horror, spy novel, all of the above. And his live streams are Wednesday and Saturdays at 4 Central Time. And they're all about storytelling and using technology to tell our stories. And he's doing Unreal Engine animation, and he's done screenplay writing, and his adaptation of my book, my memoir, Incandescence, Rising Above Darkness, he turned into a screenplay, and he turned Northport 1999 into a screenplay, and scripts, and all of them were accepted by Catalyst. So that's what I'm going to do on this one for now, and step back. Okay, I'm going to take this back over and hang it up, and you can maybe come in close enough to see this stuff I'm doing that I just added to these. So we got night, dawn, rain, shower, waterfall, midday, rainbow, and dusk, thunderstorm. Yes?
The Lone 91 said on YouTube, a piece of art a day keeps the doctor away. Thanks for sharing your process.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for hearing me and being there and sharing that. I love that.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I'm very, it's a incremental progress, and it's like for me, creating is like a delicious meal. I don't want to rush through it. I want to savor every bite. So I'm in no hurry to get it done. I enjoy doing a little and stepping back and looking at it, and then it tells me what it needs next. and I'm real happy with the progress so far. And I'm going to, most likely by Monday, by my live stream virtual visit on Monday, I'm going to start including the prose that I've written about each of the 4 months, and start composing the audio art, I've decided to call it, because the way I play the flute, I sometimes describe as somewhere between a bird call and rain or ambient sounds or meditation. So I'm going to call it audio art, so it doesn't have the expectation of being like music that has melodies and themes, and it gets to be whatever my instincts, my curiosity, wherever it takes me. So the words, the feelings of the seasons that inspired the words, and the visuals will then turn into audio art, and then that will turn into what inspires the movement. So it will be all of the art forms, when it's done, mixed and inspired by nature, by the 4 seasons, as a demonstration. First, this idea came to me when I was 18, and I had a brief time where I thought I'd, get a degree in the arts. And my degree panel said, we're just watching you educate yourself. And I thought I shouldn't borrow money to get a degree when I'm educating myself. I should just go out there and do it. And that was my path. I think education in schools can be perfect path for some people, appropriate, wonderful, but it wasn't my path. So I just went out there, and sure enough, the first place I stopped and hung out, 9 people in one day asked me to teach, and well, that's how I learned it. But while I was at Antioch, the Wallis University, I wrote a degree plan called The Study of Movement, while fasting by myself out in the woods, and it combined the movement, the word, the visual, the sound. And all these years later, I thought, I'm going to try that. I'm going to do that now. So that's where this idea came from. And no matter how long we have a dream, the only thing that is crucial is that we never give up on it. So it's wonderful to keep it and do it when it's time to do it. So it's time to do Essence of Everything. So I'm doing it, and I'm very grateful you're here to witness it. It makes me very happy. So is there anything else you want to share, Bodhi? Oh, I wanted to just say about this outfit. This was the maple leaves that the stencil. This was maple branches, but I did a maple leaf stencil that this outfit was turned into this outfit. So that's why I wanted to wear it today, even though it's fancy for doing art. It seemed like a moment to stop and appreciate myself for having the courage to step up and speak up and show you what's most precious to me, my love of nature and people and the world, and my appreciation and gratitude to the arts that nourish me, and share that with you. So that's and I also want to say thank you to every one of the 500 subscribers. You help keep me going, and I hope there's something here that helps you. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, Bo?
Fantastic. Yeah, and I'll just join in real quick to say, check out her Patreon, which is patreon.com/CLARE COOLEY, and you can sign up for free. I put the code right next to me here. You can scan that with your phone. or just go to patreon.com/CLARE COOLEY. And like I said, you can sign up for free and get access to all these live streams and other things that she posts there. Or if you join for $5 a month, you will get all of her stencil designs for free for that membership. So I think that's a great deal, and that's a great way to support the Creativity Show and her work, our work here on this channel. And other than that, also just liking and sharing and commenting on our videos would be great. And if there's anybody you think would be interested in these live streams, please share it on your social media or through your email.
Yep.
Or just tell your friends.
Great. And we're doing a very grassroots, growing it without spending money or advertising. We're just going slow and growing as we go, learning how to do it by doing it. And it's really very hope restoring to see people appreciating it and sharing it with others and helping us to keep going with your feedback and encouragement. And we all need it. And I certainly appreciate it. So thank you very, very much, every one of you. I am ready to see you on Monday, and thanks for being here. Stay creative.
All right, thanks everybody. And if I happen to miss any comments on the other platforms, I'll let her know, and we'll respond next time. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.
Thank you.